adventures of Baron Void. Somewhere in a world beyond our understanding, Baron Void and his companions find themselves to be held captive by two warring camps. Baron and Detective Russell find themselves prisoners of a subterranean rebellion. Meanwhile, Biddy and Detective Montgomery find themselves elsewhere.
Good evening, ladies, and apologies for the accommodations, but that will soon improve, as I have good news. Your lives are to be spared, as you have found favor in the sight of his lordship, the Overlord, and you will begin your training as you will join his harem.
What?
Meanwhile, across this strange land with a shattered moon, we go down deep beneath the caverns to a subterranean world where Baron Void and Detective Russell find themselves meeting the leaders of said rebellion.
What do you mean they're being held by this Overlord character? What would he want with them?
Sorry, buddy, but I'm afraid they're gonna end up in Overlord's harem.
What?
That's
Certainly
usually
not.
what happens. Believe me. It once happened to my daughter, Supra. Yeah, she was trapped in that terrible place until she was rescued by Overman.
Overman?
Yeah, you know, our leader.
Wait a minute, buddy. I thought you were in charge here.
Oh, no. I'm one of the top generals, to be sure, but I'm just overnight. Now,
What?
Overman's the real leader.
Whatever. I demand to speak to this Overman immediately. And I request his aid in freeing our friend. I'm afraid there's very little chance of that. Overman, I presume? You presume correctly, stranger. Overnight has informed me of your friend's plight. However, our efforts against the tyranny of Overlord have since been greatly diminished. Yeah, whatever. Listen, pal, that's tough about you and your war here, but we're not a part of that. We just want the girls back, and, hey, we'll be on our way.
Hey. Nobody talks to Overman like that. Show some respect.
No, overnight, it's quite all right. It's understandable that this man would be in some amount of distress over the fate of his women.
Well, they're not exactly my women. Overman, sir, if I may, your General Overnight here has explained earlier that you once rescued his daughter from this Overlord's harem. Why not do the same for our friends as well? We'll help in any way we can.
Because when I saved Supra, who is now my beloved wife, we still had the advantage of the Overseer.
What?
But since then, the Overlord has employed the talents of a strange, mysterious entity known as the Overtimer.
Oh, God, come on. Detective, please, leave this to me. Look, we're a bit confused. The Overseer, Overtimer, who are these people and what exactly do they do?
The Overseer has the ability to see beyond time, well into the past and the future. As a result, Overseer was able to help plan out our battles against Overlord that would turn to our favor. However, when Overlord was able to employ the services of Overtimer, this sorcerer was able to change time itself. Victories were suddenly defeats. We've no idea how many battles, how many days of our lives have been reorchestrated by this sorcerer. Only the Overseer can remember the true timelines, but unfortunately, she is powerless to do anything about it.
I see.
You do?
Has anyone, perhaps this Overseer, any clue as to how this Overtimer is able to achieve this manipulation? of time.
The power, Baron, to manipulate time can only come from within the Obsidian Tower.
Okay, let me guess. The spooky chick is the overseer?
Yeah, Overseer. Obsidian Tower?
The Obsidian Tower is at the center of our world and the sole cause of our war. With the Astral Blade in Overman's hand and the Cosmic Blade in Overlord's, once combined, would form the key that could unlock the Obsidian Tower, releasing the Overpower.
Oh dear. This is far worse than I thought.
What? Worse than being captured by a bunch of weirdos in armor fighting a war with swords and ray guns while dodging dinosaurs?
Just take my word for it, Detective. I think I know what that tower entails.
Now, hold on a minute here, buddy. There's no way you can know that. Nobody knows the secrets of the Obsidian Tower. That's the whole point of the war, to find out.
And yet, I sense the Baron has seen the tower before.
There it is again. How did you know I'm called the Baron?
As in all things, Baron, I have foreseen your arrival.
Foreseen them? Overseer. Are you suggesting that these people may aid our cause against Overlord?
I have foreseen it.
Whoa, she just faded away. Yeah, she comes and goes.
She can only maintain her presence in our plane of existence for momentary moments of time. So, Baron, it appears we will be aiding you in this rescue mission after all. Due to the Overseer's sentiments, I must conclude you can somehow aid us. Well, yes. For you see, it's not only the two women that my colleague and I are desperate to retrieve, but also a contraption of mine that can certainly even the odds, or perhaps even better the odds in your case against this overtimer. So, it appears a rescue mission is indeed afoot. What will our friends find in the stronghold of Overlord? And what exactly is the Obsidian Tower? These and other questions may perhaps be answered in the next exciting episode of The Adventures of Baron Void.
You have been listening to Baron Void. Written, produced, and performed by me, Douglas Nelson. Music comes courtesy of Kevin MacLeod and other public domain sources.